It is an extraordinary announcement. Our Stephen Arons in Frankfurt right now on Deutsche Bank looking at adjusting their retail and their domestic banking within Germany. Steve, the theme here, as we saw with HSBC yesterday, and as Michael Mayo of Wells Fargo stated on the U.S. banks, is the end of traditional retail banking. Is that feasible in Germany? Is digital banking so successful that Deutsche Bank can bring down the retail platform?
I think you're raising exactly the right question. We've seen in the past how difficult it is to cut jobs in Germany, and Deutsche Bank wants to cut about half of the 18,000 jobs it wants to get rid of over the next few years, and wants to cut about half of that in Germany. I mean, how is that going to be possible? I personally think that's going to be extremely difficult to pull off for the CEO, but I guess that's his plan.
Okay, why do you say that? That's critical, Steve. With your on-the-ground knowledge of Germany, why will this be hard for Mr. Saving?
Because if you look at the past, not just Deutsche Bank's track record in cutting jobs in Germany, but all banks in Germany, they have an extremely hard time to do it. It costs a lot of money. You need agreement by the works councils, and they're likely to sabotage it. I mean, they're in negotiations over a bit of a pay raise with the unions right now, and they're doing everything they can to sabotage a deal, even though profitability of the banks is just, I mean, it's a joke, right? And so I think it's going to be really hard to get those stakeholders on board and get the deal done.
Steve, how many job losses will we see in London? Have a lot of the jobs already moved because of Brexit preparations?
Those jobs, I don't think, have moved yet, and we will see significant, very significant cuts there. If you look at the general job cuts target, 18,000, that's about a fifth of the workforce. And so London being disproportionately hit means there's going to be a reduction in excess of 20%, really, relating also to the Brexit. And we just heard how much of a hard Brexit scenario we're facing right now. So I do think London, Deutsche Bank in London, will be a very different place in a few years from now.